He's European. Oh, I guess I'm too early. Oh, there's Juanita. We got somebody from my time zone. I guess I'm too early. Oh, there's Juanita. Oh, um, I just want to do a stream to let you know I'm still alive. Nothing's wrong. I'm not, there are some concerns about my mental stability. I'm all right. I'm a little bit shell shocked. Not gonna lie. I'm just trying to get over that. Trying to adjust. Let it all sink in. What's taking place here? Um, I'm hoping that the appeal that I did to get into the account gets me in, but they don't tell you how long um, it takes to get in. So I don't know if it's 24 hours or or if it's days like they do with the appeal process. So I'm just waiting for that. So, but I think the Russians did it. So I think I'm getting quite a few messages from people that I'm blowing out my rear, thinking that I'm important enough for PETA to come after me. So I don't think it's PETA then. So the fact that PETA was here, last fall, trying to get me send the ducks to sanctuaries, and that I played with their little minds, and for the lack of a better term, I guess I pissed them off, and they and then sent me some hate mail, which I've never received before, and then this started happening. But no, it wasn't PETA. It was the Russians. So, oh, anyways, I just can't believe it, folks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still in a little bit of can't believe state. Um, and a lot of the can't believe state, folks, the reason I'm in this, I guess, can't believe, deny, whatever you want to call it, is the three videos that got me the strikes were already approved by YouTube. They'd actually been physically um, they actually had been reviewed and classified by YouTube. You know, I put a what you call it, a petition yesterday. I shared it on Facebook. Really should we should get a lot of signatures. I can't believe the guy had no signatures on it because it was such a worthy petition. You know, because you know the strike appeal process is it is bizarre. You know what it's like, folks. YouTube started out in 2005 and everything was very rudimentary, very basic. That's what it's like. It's like the appeal process was set up in 2005, and because like you only have 200 characters to state your case why you feel that it's an injustice against you, this strike, and I think it's never been updated. Like it's, and I like it. Like I think it's never. It doesn't make any sense. How come? Why do they limit you to 200 characters to defend yourself? You know, you can't say very much in 200 characters that would sway the jury. On not prosecuting you and executing you. You know what I mean? Like that's what I think. It's so broken. So many things broken. But I'm a little bit screwed up. I'm sad. Like this morning, I realized I lost a bunch of videos I don't have copies of. You know, videos of my dog. There were some private videos too that I lost of Rocco. A lot of private videos of Rocco gone. You know, that's sad. It is. They don't have them on a hard drive anywhere. You know, anyways. Does it really matter why I didn't copy them, Danny? The fact is, I didn't. Why do people ask those questions? You know, it's sort of like I get in a lot of these comments that are, the old close the barn door after the horse is gone stuff. I don't understand why people think that way. The horse is gone, you know? Standing there giving somebody shit because, oh, close the door now. You know what I mean? The horse is gone. He ain't hiding in the dark in the back corner. Like, you know? There's lots of ways to give feedback, Sam, but they don't read the feedback. You need to get a person, an actual person. You know? That's the problem. It's on Facebook Vista, the petition. I shared it yesterday. You need to have a real person, somebody inside. You know? Right. That's and if I belong to a network, and I don't, you know, but the problem is networks always, they screw you over. I was in a network once before and they stole a lot of money from me. They lied on my ad revenue, a substantial amount actually. And I didn't discover that till I left the network. That's when I found out how hard I was getting screwed. But right now, a network would be nice because you could pick the phone up and they actually have contacts with inside YouTube, and they can get things like this straightened out. You know. It's Yeah, the problem is, you can have, like, I get emails of people that, like I've got 5 emails of people that are in YouTube, like actually in there. But so many people won't help. You know, they won't go outside their comfort zone of their jobs. They won't stick their neck out and go over and say, can you look at this? They don't want to do that. You know, like when I signed it, Sarah, there was 11 when I signed it. It needs to have like 3 million signatures. It does. It needs that petition. There's no reason why we can't have a better appeal process. Like, think about what they deleted, folks. 32 million views, 3,800 videos, 57,000 subs, over 4 million minutes of viewing a month, and I got my head taken off by a computer program that reacted to the Russians flagging my videos, and like a group of Russian hackers. And I like the Russian hackers a lot. They did a lot of good penguin work for us in the past, but unfortunately, this must be a rogue element of those Russian hackers, and they did a full attack on us, and they gamed the system against us. The algorithm, because that if you flag a video in enough numbers fast enough from different IP addresses, the algorithm picks up and says this is bad, and then administers the medicine to the badness. even if the videos have been approved by YouTube or reviewed by YouTube and classified by YouTube, which all three had been. They weren't like virgin, you know, videos. You know, they were like, well, they were 4-year-old videos. They were actually 4-year-old videos. 4-year-old videos with over like 100,000 views on each one of them. Actually, one was more than that. It was 150, and you know, it 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 it, um, it just blows me away. I don't. It's like, and this morning when I went to log into my browser, yesterday it had my picture. I'll show you. I show you now what it's like. Can I show? Will it show? Oh no, it's gone now. Why did it do that? Hell, maybe I can get it in another screen. I gotta show you this. This is it's like I'm fading away. Okay, why isn't it letting me do this morning? Oh, that's weird. This morning, yesterday it had my picture, and then it had the suspended account thing, and it showed that I had 57,000 something subs or 58,000 subs. This morning it's my picture's gone and it's a grayed out silhouette with a line through it, and it's a suspended channel. I'm fading away. Uh, yeah, I can't get it to show now. Because when I opened my browser, that's what I got. I was like, I'm fading away. Some people have speculated that it's the bots, on YouTube running through. But there's a big flaw in that theory, because if they were bots, this would have happened a long time ago. And it wouldn't have happened like this rolled out, strikes, a month break strikes, back-to-back strikes. It wouldn't have been like that. It would have been like it would have been like a one-shot deal. The bots were going through and doing it, because bots, they work all the time in big numbers. They don't have a problem with time. They can burn through a video pretty quick. Um, it's like, so that theory about bots, and plus they're 4-year-old videos. It's not like they're brand new videos. Oh, and the fact that the last one, folks, like, I'm beating myself up over it, but I know I put them to private. Like, how the hell do you get a strike on a private video? Yeah. And even if it, unless the strike was already in place and just the system hadn't taken my head off yet. Oh. I'm not giving up, Denny, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to set myself up to be crushed. Like, yes, Mark, calm down. I know you love me. I see you trying to reach me on Facebook. Calm down. I don't have time for to do phone calls to everybody, Mark. I love you too, Vista. I love you all. Actually, you know what? I can't thank everybody enough. So many good people, giving me support behind the scenes. Oh, you know, copyright's not the same as community guidelines. They're two different kinds of strike, Mr. Not So Evil. Copyright, I had copyrighted videos on private, specifically Rocco videos, because there was music playing in the background when I filmed Rocco. But but a community guideline has to be community, as in the public can see it. No, because I'll tell you right now, like on this channel, those videos that got us strikes are on this channel right now on private, because this channel has over Let me just tell you how many videos that are on this channel that nobody sees. Hang on, bear with me. I'll tell you the number. How many videos are here? Where's the number? 1,348 videos are on this channel that nobody can see, okay? Because I used to upload everything to this channel when I uploaded it to the other channel, when I started this channel back in 2014. So, they're here, the exact same videos. Unfortunately, because they have the raw name on them, I can't search. Like, I literally can't search the names of the videos. They're just all the raw date formats. Um, I never titled them when I uploaded them. They're just uploaded, and they're here. So the videos are actually on this channel, but nobody can see them. So if Mr. Not So Evil's theory is right, I should have 3 strikes on this channel right now. Right now, Mr. Not So Evil. The exact same videos are on this channel. So YouTube is lazy. Computers aren't lazy. They just do what they're told to do, Mr. Not So Evil. If a bot is, you know, if it's just done, you know, it's done. Um, you know, Logan Paul is not that important. I mean, why does everybody keep going to him? He is just one person. Like, you know, you're blinded by the mainstream YouTube here. Logan Paul is not that important. He in the big picture, Logan Paul is a drop in the bucket in the big picture, folks. This is a platform with 1.5 billion people on it. Logan Paul in the big picture really means nothing. It's just that he happened to do something that, you know, 10 or 12 million people saw. But that is still a drop in the bucket. Like, oh, I'm sorry, Virginia, about your loss. I'm really sorry. No, Inga, we're not going to waste our energy on our petition for this channel. Okay, we're going to come up with a proper attack plan, one that's going to be a little more high profile, one that I'm just trying to get my head around it. You know, you know. I'm just because, like I told you yesterday, we have one kick at the cat to get the attention of of enough people. You know, so because you know, how can I explain this? It's like crying wolf. You know what I mean? Like if I just ran around, you know, we just all of us just ran around posting stuff on randomly on channels and that, you know, it's it's like it's like shooting a shotgun, okay? And you know you shoot birdshot and there's 140 pellets and they fly everywhere, but not a lot of them do damage, but they mark up all over the place, but it's almost unnoticeable, okay? But if you shoot a slug and it hits the target, where it hits, it really makes a mark. You can't miss it, okay? Like you can't miss it. That's what we're gonna do. We gotta come up with a slug approach that when we hit, they can't like we can't have we they're gonna have to like they're gonna go look at and they're go, okay, I'm getting all these tweets. Look at the comments on my video. We gotta look. Someone is trying to get a message to us to look at this, that kind of situation, and then we got to make sure the message is clear, concise, and I got my shit together, you know, and state my case of what we're doing here, and how this is destroying them, you know. So, but that's I'm trying to get my head around it. I'm trying to get my head. I got the camera sitting there, and I sat down yesterday, but it's too fresh right now, and and I've got, I did the appeal through the Google Forms to get access to the channel, and they did. Uh, um, they do give you 1,000 characters to do it. So no, and I did put. I'm pretty sure I put a good. I wrote a good 1,000 character case, but you can always use more. When you're trying to defend yourself, you could use a lot more characters. You really know it'd be nice if you could pick the phone up and talk to somebody so that they could actually tell you. Sit there, okay, this is what's wrong, and then you can say, well, I'm question what's wrong. You know what I mean? Like, well, I don't. It doesn't make any sense. This video was reviewed and approved in 2015 or 2017, but in 2018 it gives me a strike. I'd like that. I'd like that clarified, please. Like I'm having a hard time with that one, folks. I'm really having a hard time because I was found innocent on the video February 2017, and it was reinstated. If it was so bad, why didn't if they would have stuck to their guns in 2017, said with that strike, and got rid of that video, we wouldn't be dealing with it right now. I would have that would have been like history. Last February, the video would have been gone. The strike would have been gone 90 days later, and it would have been like all over. It's really it's bad. Like I got let. It's like I got let out of jail. Yes, you're innocent, and then they came back and chased me down. I'm driving down the road later, and all of a sudden I'm thrown in jail again. What? I already got let go for that. You know what I mean? Like I'm having a hard time with that one. I'm really having a hard time with that. And then I'm having a hard time with the second one because that one was actually reviewed by YouTube and considered age restricted based on community guidelines. And it was a good video, folks. It was a really good video. A lot of footage. It was like 44-minute episode of the whole day here. It wasn't like a whole 44 minutes of me killing ducks either. It was like about everything here, about getting up in the morning, lighting the fire on the fire pit, dealing with the cold. It was cold. It was cold then. There was snow on the ground. Sorting the ducks. And it was a major episode. Like 44 minutes of lots of things happened here, and it was just highlights of dispatching the ducks, showing how they were going in a peaceful manner. There was no stress. Like I was actually quite proud of that 5 days worth of videos of that year 2014 because they were very well done episodes. There was nothing shock about them. There was nothing gratuitous violence, or gore. It was like, this is what's happening here. It was a good vlog of what it's like to raise 600 plus birds and then slaughter them. Nothing bad unless you're a vegan. you know or Russian. I mean, a Russian, unless you're a Russian, and then then it's bad. So, like, anyways, I know Vista. I go to great lengths to make sure that doesn't happen here, but so, so I'm just trying to deal with it. I'm just trying to get my head around it. So that's all. And I just I'm doing a stream because when I did my appeal yesterday, and a lot of people don't understand this one. They're having a hard time with this one too. But when I did the appeal yesterday, right on the page it says you can't once you've been your account has been terminated, you cannot have any other Google services. It says that right on the page. No other Google services. Google wants nothing to do with you once you've been terminated. So every stream I do, it's like my last stream, because we won't get a warning when they take this channel down. It'll be just like, this one will be just taken down. They won't do a 3 strike on this one, because I will be in violation of the terms of service of having a second account after my first account got terminated. So Well, yesterday it says suspended, and somebody brought that to my attention. Oh, you're not terminated. You're suspended. You click on my link, and the channel it says this channel's been terminated. Oh, some people yesterday, I'm telling you, it was like there were a lot of the people that were blocked on the old channel were just having a fun day yesterday, giving us support here. They were getting newly blocked on this channel. Because I was looking, I was like, who are these people? I can't remember these people. Then I started remembering, I was like, oh yeah, those were the people that I blocked on the other channel because they never have anything nice to say. You know what I mean? Like, the problem with the managers at these companies is that they're all really young. There's no old folks. You know, there's nobody like 55, 60 years old. You know, because you know when they don't have enough life experiences. You know what I mean? Because you know I remember what it was like to be in my 30s. You know, and one, you think you know everything. You're no longer, you don't think you're indestructible like you were in your 20s, but you're still on that edge, you know, that you think you're indestructible, but you absolutely know everything. You know everything, you know, and and you don't understand the repercussions of your actions because you feel that you have so much time. It's like how many people in their 30s are planning for their retirement? Nah, we got lots of time for that. You know what I mean? Which, if you know, that's one thing in school, folks. If they drove that into the people's head that you know you have to start thinking of your retirement by the age 30. You know, they brainwashed us in school that you have to think of your retirement as soon as you turn 30 and you've gotten your 20s out of your out of the way. At 30, you better start planning. Start, you know, socking away because time is going to run out fast. But it does. School doesn't teach. They don't even teach you how to do your taxes. They don't even teach you how to balance a checkbook. You know, it's like so. So this carries on in life. So when you make decisions, uh, you know you don't understand the repercussions. You know, you just don't. Just don't. So they make these decisions and they get their check. You know, and all they're hoping for is that they can, you know, they can they can somehow weasel their way up the corporate ladder and impress people, you know, and you know maybe get a bonus, maybe get a promotion to supervisor or you know next level management, you know, like you know. Well, Stephanie, not everybody's like you. Problem is, I've never had a job, so I've always been self-employed. That's my problem. I've always been self-employed, and I've always felt that I could, you know, build something. Unfortunately, every time I build something, it gets taken away from me. You know, sort of like the pension fund keeps going bankrupt on me. Yes, plasma. That's it. I used to love the comments on the old channel about my shooting, how useless I was. I always love that one because you don't Call of Duty. You can be such a good shooter. You know, you can be an awesome shooter. Like you can put anybody to shame in a video game. You know, with enough practice, sitting behind a desk. But you know, when you have to run across a yard and through the swamp and lay in ice cold water and you know and take a shot and only hit the predator, not all the prey, uh, that doesn't count. You know, like I always got a kick out of that. Or hitting moving targets, like my rooster hunting videos, which I made them private too. That's another thing too. All my rooster hunting videos, I made them all private that night. When I sat here that Friday night, I made all of those private. You just get a lot of people telling me I couldn't shoot, but it's hard to hit a bobbing rooster head. Really hard with a single shot 22, especially a youth 22. Well, no. But these 30-year-olds, they're all in charge, folks. And this is scary, when we retire, like when we actually are laying in the old folks' home. Um, and don't forget, Vista just posted the link there, folks. You need to sign it, the petition on, and we're gonna and share it because YouTube needs to give creators a better avenue to appeal. We need a little more one-on-one contact of some sort, to do appeals. To have like a real human involved. You know, it's you know what it's like. Do you remember? Probably a lot of you can remember this. When I was young, I remember, my first bank loan. Because I got my first bank loan when I was like 17. I bought a car. And actually, no, it was a motorcycle. It was a motorcycle. Brand new motorcycle. When I was 17. And you used to sit down there in front of the bank manager. And and I remember that day. And they decided. The bank manager, he looked at you as a person, and he you know, did a character call, if you were going to get money or not. And you know how today when you go into the bank, and nobody in your branch has any authority to give you a dollar. They put all your numbers into a computer, and it's an algorithm on a computer that determines if you qualify for, whatever you're applying for. It doesn't matter, the person when you're sitting there anymore. Everything's so impersonal. And that's what YouTube is. It's very impersonal. But YouTube is very personal. Like that's the thing about this, folks, is that YouTube, it's like, I consider the fans of the show an extension of me, okay? You're part of my life. So I would say that's sort of personal, if you know what I mean. Because, I brought you along on this adventure for 4 years. Actually, five. Well, five from 2013, from July 2014. But, as far as raising ducks for the Feed the Homeless, 4 years, I brought you along on this adventure. And so many of you have been here since the beginning. And, it's like you're it's not just friends, because you're involved in so much of my life. It's like family, and that's where YouTube is missing it here, because of this interactive level of this entertainment that we do, of this medium. There's a really big personal connection, between us, and YouTube treats us like shit. You and me. You know what I mean? Like, it's like it's our relationship that we have. They have no problem just cutting it off. You know? I'm trying to get my composure here, folks, because this is. I'm not making this stuff up. There's a connection, And YouTube doesn't recognize this connection between the creator and the fans. You know? But they want us to be connected, you know? They want us to be engaged with each other. And then they go and treat us with this callous, heavy-handed, you know, um, machine-like methods. It's like, it's not just happening to me, Chris, it's happening to you too. It's happening to all of us, folks. You know? Because, you know, like, I'll be right back, okay? I gotta get some more coffee. Hi. So, this connection, you know? It's not like a show anymore where it was just videos and it was very impersonal. It was very impersonal. You know, because all you ever get to do was just comment. There was no connection, you know? Not like the last year with the live stream. And, you know, it's like we're all in this together, you know? We've all committed so much time into this to get to know each other, you know, like everybody chats with everybody in the comments, on the streams. It's like it's a community, it's a family, it's friendship, and we're all strangers. And it's so neat that so many different walks of people can come together, you know? And we all believe in the same thing. We were helping less fortunate people, and we've come together and made this organization, you know. And it's like, and then you know to have a machine cut us in half, you know. That's why I got up this morning. I wanted to do a stream because it's like I didn't know when I opened the browser if I'd even have access anymore, because like I said, once you know the Russians find out that I have a second channel, they could attack this channel, and all I got to do is report to the right person that I'm a terminated account operating over here, and then we're gone here. Oh, you know, yeah, I know, Mary. we're a little too personal here. A little too personal. You know? Like, I'm just a little worried. You know, that's all. I'm just a little worried. Because I'm gonna share some things. Just had some conversations with people, and you know, I live here on this property by myself, and we know I went through some hard times in my previous life, and you know, the duck saved me. It was actually the duck saved me from some pretty dark places, and I shared it all over the years. But I turned my home into a big community slash business, you know, um, and I, I developed this channel that you know helped pay the bills here and justified me living, you know, here on this property and because one person living here, it's not right. It doesn't work, and there is no jobs in this area. There's nothing. There's nothing here. This is like either you make your own, so you only either make your own opportunity or nothing. This is what it's like in this part of the world, and I'm worried, you know, that if I can't fix the situation, I'm going to lose my home. I'm going to have to sell because I can't afford to stay here. That's eating at me too. So there's like so many repercussions to this. But I'm trying to stay positive. Trying to stay positive. Trying really hard. You know, and we got all the ducks here. I got 135 birds here. 130 because we lost 5 this year. Like everything's up in the air. You know, it was stressful with the strikes. It was stressful sitting with 2 strikes, waiting for the third. And this is like a whole new level. And needless to say, because of the stress, my back is killing me today. I tried to go without painkillers this morning. It lasted about 40 minutes. I couldn't even sit down. It was so bad. But it's all stress. Everything I'm going through right now is stress. And the Russians are to blame. It's the Russians. I can't believe, you know, the Russians were so good with the Penguins last year, and this year they're not. So what's happening is happening to all of us. You know? It's happening to all of us. You know? Because our hangout could be deleted. You know? There's nothing like this anywhere. I've never heard of a channel like this. But we really need to sign that petition, and we need to share it. It needs millions of people to sign it. We need millions. So that YouTube does something so that this kind of stuff doesn't happen to creators. Oh. You know. And using, I know I get a lot of people are saying, like use your other people's accounts. It's not the same, you know, because the original 50 Ducks channel brought so many people. Like, look how they're sandboxed this channel here. It's sandboxed. It's like there's no new subs. No, like we can do streams like today. This stream. If we used to do a stream like this on the other channel, with 85 people, and we're all chatting away, talking away. It used to end up trend, and then we would get new people would be showing up, you know, and this it never happens on this channel. The live streams like that. What was it? We had the night there was 160 people in the garage, and when I was doing the hospital ducks, and on a Friday night, and we don't trend. We're sandboxed. Like like the woman who did the shoot up at YouTube. She said that you get throttled. Your channels get throttled. It's true. Look at Starry Hilder. She did a video on it, and she's got proof on her channel. You get throttled. YouTube now determines who who succeeds and who doesn't. No 7XL, you found on the other channel. This channel is the new channel 7XL. You know? This channel never trends. I've yet to end a stream, folks, and see new subs on the screen at the end. Never. Every time I end the streams, it has a thing that shows how many people were here, how many minutes watched, or hours watched, and then it says new subs. Never, ever is there a new sub. Never. So, we're the other channel, because it has so many views and because there was links all over the internet. Thousands of links went to that channel. Thousands of links went to that channel. It had credibility, It had credibility. And so because of that, and it was monetized, we trended, and it got promoted. Like, what was crazy, folks? You know what's crazy? I wasn't posting videos. I was just posting the copies of the GoPro videos on that channel. That's all I was doing because I was locked out on the live streaming. And the channel was getting 100 new subs a day. Just sitting there. Getting 100 new subs a day. Because I was looking at it, and I was like, I was almost at, it was the last 30 days, before it was deleted there. I looked at it, and it was 2,900 new subs in 28 days. And I wasn't even working the channel. And it was growing. And it's hard to grow a channel. It's hard. It takes so much time and energy, and now, because the way YouTube does things, it takes years. Years. You know. A lot of Eric, a lot of people. I've been getting this from a lot of people about. I should have my own server. Weird. That would be like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then you would have buffering issues. That would be unbelievable. Because your server, if it was located in North America, the latency problems you would have for people in Australia, the UK, anywhere in Europe, anywhere in South America, and this channel is watched by like 170 some odd thousand, 172 countries. YouTube's got servers all over the world, so that there's no latency issues. To have your own server, and then you got a bandwidth problem. If everybody's on there streaming, it's like when you go, if you go to these the sites that host all the pirated stuff. You ever try watching a stream on a pirated website? The buffering is brutal, because so many people are on it, and it's one single server in the Ukraine or somewhere, or or Czechoslovakia or who knows where, and it's like you've only got the bandwidth that that server has to play with. There's no relay servers. There's no network like YouTube has. YouTube has this network, and then behind the scenes, it distributes it to the other servers. And then when you access it, you're not accessing YouTube North America if you're in the UK. You're accessing the servers in the UK, and you're getting this stream is being transmitted from the servers in Canada straight to the UK, and then you're watching it from the UK. So like the connection between these two servers on the YouTube level is there's no bandwidth issues. This is like big, you know. Bitstream doesn't do live stream. I've looked at, believe me, I'm on 9 different sites and I'm looking all the time, and it's like there is no, yeah. Well, I'm hoping, Mr. Voice of Science, that there's a possibility that YouTube will let me log in to my old account. But I have no idea what they're going to allow me to do. Instagram is only for mobile devices. It's the Bentley mug. I was on Instagram, but unless you have one on a phone, you can't access Instagram. You know, and I don't have a phone. Well, I have a phone, but it's like, and somebody, I think it was Instagram, somebody stole my name already. You know, the goal changes, Road Warrior. When the when it hits 500, it'll go to 1,000. Because when I signed at 11, the goal was 100. When I signed it at 11, I was the 11th signature when I signed it. It's the way change.org works. It just keeps updating. We need 3 million signatures on that. We need it. We need people to sign it all over YouTube. We need, like, I don't understand how that petition hasn't, like, what YouTuber would not sign that petition? Like, think about it. Think about it. What YouTuber would not sign that petition? You know? There's no reason why you wouldn't sign it if you were a YouTuber. Why wouldn't you want a better chance at saving your rear end? You know? Like, why wouldn't you? Like, Vista, can you post it again? Please, the link. Because there's 97 people here. Maybe we can get some more signatures on it. When I do the video, when I figure out how to get my head around the video for the um, for my plea to save us, um, I'm going to post the link to that also, um, because if we can get it to go viral, we need this. We need to change. We we need to change YouTube. I don't know how we're going to do it, but this is wrong. It's just I can't believe 3,800 videos are gone. That's a lot of videos, folks. 3,800. I was so proud of that number. Over 1,800 edited videos. Almost 2,000 live streams. That's like monumental. There's not many channels with 3,800. You know, just a massive chunk of my life got deleted. I thought for sure I'd look back at years from now and I'd say, oh, that was an interesting time. Hello, Thomas. Uh, with those pesky Russians, eh? Oh, man. This is unbelievable, folks. I gotta get my head together. And I gotta do my income tax. I gotta do it because the government doesn't care about my YouTube channel. It's like I gotta just take away and just blank out and go do that because I gotta take it all to the accountant. That's depressing. Having a tax bill when you've just lost all your income. It's like, oh man, this is a good year. I thought it was going to be a good year. Certainly taking a turn for the worse. Unbelievable. But I gotta say it again, folks. Thank you so much for your well wishes, your support, being in my corner. Thank you. I'm I'm lost right now. Thank you for joining the adventure. I just hope that it doesn't get like permanently deleted. No, I just don't believe that petition is so limited on its. We need the big YouTubers, like the Casey Neistats and the Philip DeFrancos. They're the ones that they need to talk about that petition to get signatures so that YouTube changes this archaic 200 character mechanical chop your head off, you know, system they have. It's so archaic. It reminds me of the eBay feedback system. It was the original feedback system from when they started eBay, and then they never put any effort into updating it because it doesn't make them money, and the appeal process doesn't make them any money. You know, so why fix it? You know, like Danny, I'm working on it. I gotta work. I'm gonna explain it again for everybody who's just jumping in here. Like, you only get one kick of the cat with these big YouTubers. One, it's impossible to reach them. They're you can leave comments. They've got millions of people watching them, and you imagine these big YouTubers? They have a wall, a filter. They have assistants that that limit their contact with their fans. They can't be disconnected to their fans like I am with you. They don't have families. They have fans. They don't have the connection. So everything goes through assistants. And they don't even, a lot of these YouTubers, they don't even see the comments. They don't even look at them. They're just too much. You look at a video and, you get 7,000 comments on it. How do you look at 7,000 comments? You know, we've got to do this in a smart way that we hit specific channels. And what I'm thinking of doing is is where I'm gonna put links. I'm gonna get my head around this all. I wrote down names of channels that have potential to do something to start this ball rolling. And I got to come up with a proper title because everything's got to be catchy. This is the YouTube catchy part. To scream loud enough because the video is going to have um, it's going to have two purposes. One, save the duck adventure, and two, start a groundswell for a change on the appeal process. Because this is wrong. This is wrong. The strike and appeal process is wrong. It's too impersonal. And in YouTube, it's supposed to be about broadcasting yourself. They tell us to make content every day. They tell us to put our heart and soul into it. That's all they ever tell you to do is just to keep the passion. But yet you pour your passion in and your heart and soul and you work every day at it and you just you go through what they call creator burnout where you just keep putting stuff, you work your rear end right off and put your blood, your sweat, your heart, everything into it, and then boom, they take you out like a machine. And there's no way to reach out. There's no way to reach out if you're an independent channel. Unless you join a network. And then if you join a network, then you're supposed to, you have to give up revenue, and that's the only way if you join a network. So, and even that's limited what you can do. And there's so many little channels that don't belong to networks. They're too small for networks. Oh. That's right, Plasma. They're just so big and they're just making so much money. They're in another world. They're in another world. You know? Like, imagine, think about this, folks. Imagine if you could get on PewDiePie's radar. That's a hard guy to get on his radar. But if you could get on his radar where he noticed, okay, imagine if PewDiePie promoted that petition for change on YouTube for the appeal process. How fast would that have 3 million signatures? How fast? Be overnight that petition would have 3 million signatures. But the question is how do you get in front of PewDiePie? You know, that's the thing. That's the thing. You know? Like I'll tell you what I did once. I did this once thinking, if I could I thought it'd be sort of cool to get PewDiePie to wear one of my t-shirts. And I didn't know what size he was, so I sent him 3 sizes. And I had his address because I found him when he had that office that he bought off, but then when he was in partnership with Disney. And I found the office on Google Maps, the exact office of the old Disney location where he was shooting all his videos that he was leasing the office. And I sent him 3 t-shirts with a note, what we do here. And I know he got them because I got a signature that the t-shirts were delivered to him. And but he never wore them. So, oh, because I thought it would have been cool, could have got PewDiePie wearing a 50 Ducks t-shirt. So, but it didn't work. I've done it with Casey too. I've sent Casey t-shirts. He didn't wear the t-shirt either. Philip DeFranco. I sent Philip DeFranco one for his wife, one for him, and one for his kid. Because I thought, because I went to his family channel and there was so I figured out what size his kid was, and I said his kid won too. They didn't wear them either. So, like I said, it's like trying to, like you want to talk to Brad Pitt. That's what it's like. Because YouTube is the online version of Hollywood, So when you become the 1% on YouTube, it's like you're the elite. You're the Brad Pitts, the Jennifer Anistons, the Matt Damons. You don't get, you don't get to ever get in touch with these people, you know, like they've got a pretty good wall around them, you know. Yeah, I know, Juanita. Everything happens for a reason in life. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. Oh. Denny, I just told you I sent Casey T-shirts with a note. Did you not listen to me, Denny? And I know that he got the T-shirts because I saw on mail time. I saw my envelope on the pile. Because when I wrote the envelope, I made sure I wrote it in my way so it would stick out. And I actually saw it in his video, in his mail time video. I saw the envelope that I sent to him with the letter and the T-shirts. Okay, and I told him we're raising ducks to feed the homeless. We're the real deal here. We could use a little bit of exposure. Could you help us out? And nothing. He didn't open the envelope on his videos. And I saw it because I was watching. Because when I saw the package was delivered, online tracking, I watched mail time and I saw it on top of the pile, and he moved the pile across the floor and it slid off onto the floor. I saw it in the video of my own two eyes. I stopped it. Look, yep, that's my envelope. That's my handwriting. No, you know. So that's why I'm not holding too much hope on using the pitch of the homeless. I know everybody here, we all care about the homeless, but I'm not. I'm not going to focus my plea for help. I'm going to state that's what we do here, is that we raise ducks to feed the homeless, and and we donate all the eggs to the food bank. That's going to be part of it, but the main focus is that we have to be the cause for change, so that this doesn't happen. Or if it does happen to other creators, that there's more personal way of us to reach out to YouTube to fix it. Because I'm not kidding you, folks. Like I got that responsibility. The creator support that I finally have a way, um, to get a hold of some support, because my channel had over 100,000. Well, it was either 100,000 subs or 400,000 hours in a year, and which technically I've lost that connection because I don't have 400,000 hours of viewing on this channel in a year. I did on the other channel, but it's gone. But anyways, I I emailed the guy, like I asked him, you know, how can a video that was approved in 2017 not be approved in 2018? And he replied back, well, unfortunately, that department didn't give me any details. That was the answer. So like you can't even get you're like when you phone that the support and you get like the phone center overseas and they barely speak English. That's what it's like. You're dealing your email is probably going to this big giant boiler room, and it's just a bunch of young know nothing, and they're just sitting there, and it's like, oh no, I can't forward this email, but the last reply I had from that department said nothing, so there's your answer. That's what I got. Don't forward it to the department and say, look, can you give a little more details? Like, no, you don't find out anything. I don't even get to see what that department said to that person on what the deal is. Like, it's like so impersonal. It's like YouTube's being ran like a TV show. You know what I mean? Like it's like the people in charge have set this up that it's linear, one direction. It's not the interactive that we have on this platform. It's like because where else before YouTube? Think about it. We all sat on our couches and just had the boob tube spray us with whatever was coming out of it. You know what I mean? It's like it's this has evolved to the next level stuff, but yet their infrastructure is based on the boob tube 70s, 80s, 90s watching TV format. It's you just sit there and you get it. That's it. There's well, no, we got this fan interaction. We got all this connection. We're doing this, all this personal stuff online, and then, you know, the support should match this. You know what I mean? Like the support should match the platform, but it doesn't. George, it might be their game, but the thing is, it's changed. It's changed. You know? Yeah, I know they want to be like TV and everything's about big deals with companies. It's no longer about, broadcast yourself like it was before, and I know it's changed, but it's like they still you look at the creator hub, you look at everything they always promote, they tell you how to, every day do stuff, every day put stuff up, every day, broadcast yourself, like pour your heart and soul, connect with your fans. They're coming out like now. Think about this. Think about this. Okay, I'm gonna go down this rabbit hole. We started live streaming last year because of my concussion, and I think the duck adventure, we were ahead of the curve as far as what can happen emotionally with an audience and a creator. Okay, because I don't know how many other channels do 2,000 streams in a year. Okay, in less than a year actually, 2,000 streams in less than a year. You're like, I have personally brought everybody into my life. Now a lot of people don't like my life. A lot of people criticize my thoughts, my opinions, the way I treat people, the way I do things. But you can't win everybody. But there are a lot of people that like me. They like what I'm doing, and you have become part of me, part of my family, part of me, part of my existence, part of my, we're like a big collective. You know what I mean? And now YouTube is really promoting big time live. They want to go live. Have you ever noticed? Now they're doing, they're really pushing super chat. They're really pushing super chat with bonuses where you could like do things like, oh, I want to feed an example like an ant farm, and I want to feed the ants. So if you tip $5, it'll drop some food into the ant farm. They're cranking up the connection on live because they're really focusing on live. Live is the future, okay? And they're opening up a massive bomb because they want to treat us the same way they treated it in 2005, the very impersonal, the appeal process. The bot, cut your head off process on taking us out, but yet they want us to get personal on a live. Like, think about that. They want you to open up on a level of being live and connect with your fans, but yet they're willing to take the axe and cut your head off. And this could be really bad. Like, think about it, folks. This could, the shooter last week in Tom, he'll never reply. Trust me. I been down this. We gotta do this fast. We gotta get noticed. You're like bird shot at a deer. It ain't gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. Deer ain't gonna notice you got hit. Shooter last week with YouTube, okay? Think about this. Think about this, okay, folks? Just think about this. Think about the connection we have, okay? As a family and what we're doing. And there's nobody here that's this unstable. I don't think there is. But imagine you get connected to a YouTuber. He's a street. You get connected like we are connected, okay? And then they cut the guy off. Now it doesn't say the creator is going to go postal, but a fan could go postal because he took out a creator that his life, every day he spent every day with that person, on the live stream, and he was chatting, and he was doing, giving tips, and he was like, he felt he was part of that person, because that's what this live stream, this is what, I didn't just cry fake. I cry because I'm connected to you people. And when I think about it, it chokes me up, okay? Because it's like you're all my friends on a different level, You have all kinds of different friends in your life, and you're a special group of people. So, and I know a lot of people feel the same way, towards the show, and you come here every day and you look at the ducks, and it's like, you can't imagine not having the ducks in your life, because it's just part of your life, and all of a sudden YouTube just takes it out, and you're not right upstairs. You're not totally, you're not totally stable, and then, it's all of a sudden YouTube is unleashing a whole bunch of unstable people. And this is like, it's not just one creator, it could be 100 fans. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, this is the exponential chance of something going wrong. Like, YouTube needs to change for their own safety. YouTube needs to change the appeal process so that they don't accidentally create a massacre. That's what this is all about, folks. And that's why I've got to get my head around this. We have to initiate change. We have to be, lack of a better term, a martyr. I fell on the sword, and we got to change things. We got to change things. We got to be the catalyst that starts this change. Because if YouTube is really serious about this live streaming, if they're truly serious about taking this live streaming to that level, they are letting a serious potential bomb out of the bottle, because they have no idea, what could happen. It's not just one creator snaps because, they've lost their ad revenue. All of a sudden they've got hundreds of fans that are like, think about that. Think about the fans of movie stars, that stalk movie stars, that climb over compounds, that go after that go after celebrities. Okay, stalkers and that. Think, people can get crazy, and think about some young person. He's watching some gamer, and he gets connected to him on a live stream, and he's doing live stream all the time, and he's a young person. He can be manipulated, and his mind's not totally. He doesn't have common sense, and doesn't have logic, and doesn't understand the repercussions of his actions. And then all of a sudden, his gaming, his gaming buddy gets taken out. What? He snaps, goes, grabs his dad's rifle, drives to YouTube head office, and there you got another one. You know what I mean? Like, this YouTube is playing with dynamite, using the old system and promoting live streaming, because live streaming is a whole new connection. It's a whole new connection with the fans. It's a whole new connection between the fans and the creator. It's like too much emotion to be screwing around with. And because emotions, people don't think logically. So that's what's got to come out of this. We got to start this, and I got to get my head around it, so that we got to change this system, or start the ball to get the system changed, because this is dangerous. This is very dangerous, because I know the emotions I'm feeling, and if I wasn't mentally stable, okay, if I was if I felt that I was being forced into the corner, and I had nothing to lose, and I had this type of emotions running through me, lack of a better term, shit would get real, and that is this is what YouTube's playing with by doing, this game of getting everybody sucked into this emotional live streaming, and then treat us like machines. This could backfire. It might be a couple of years, it might be a year, you never know. But this could backfire if the streaming gets that big on YouTube and enough people get involved, it could seriously be dangerous. You can't play with people's emotions like this. You can't treat them with such disregard. You know, you can't. You know, I'm not promoting violence. Why do people think? I'm telling you what I'm predicting what's going to happen based on my experience of the emotion I'm going through right now. I'm mentally stable. I'm completely stable, folks. I'm not a crackpot, violent person at all. I'm the opposite of that. Okay, I'll walk away from it. I'll go start something else. I'll go do something else. I'll go cut my losses and get out. I'm not gonna paint myself into a corner and have problems. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying based on my experience and what's happened to us here, this I could see the bigger picture. I see the bigger picture. I see the forest. I see the trees. I see it all. I see that YouTube has got a problem, and they need to change it because I see what you know. I see the emotions that I'm going through. Having what just happened to us, and I know I'm getting reached out by a lot of people. Are sending me private messages. I'm talking to people on the phone, and we all feel this. And we're grown adults. We're not little kids. Like everybody that's reaching, we're all adults here, folks. This is not a bunch of 13-year-old, 18-year-old, 20-year-olds that are just lost it. We're adults. And this is what they're doing to our emotions. So what happens when you start screwing with emotions of young people who don't understand the consequences of their actions? And this is why we need to fix the appeal process. We need to start the ball rolling on the appeal process. It has to be revamped. It's just not right. It's when they cut off a channel as big as mine, you should have a phone call. There should be a phone call for something this big. How do you not take 3,800 videos, 58,000 subs, 32 million views on a seriously? Like how? You know, and especially the live streaming connection. I don't think YouTube realizes the emotion. I don't. I don't think they've factored the emotion in. You know, I don't think they've factored the emotion in. I really don't. I think they're totally clued out on the emotion. They don't realize. So I'm gonna go, folks. My head's splitting. I've gone down the rabbit hole of emotions here. Um, and you know what it's like when you deal with emotions, your head gets sore. Um, I got to get my head around this, um, on how I'm going to do this because, like I said, I'm focusing. We have to start a movement because of what's happened to us. You know, and maybe we can be the catalyst that is going to change this, or start it, or bring shine a light on it. You know, maybe we can shine a light on this, and they'll take it serious because I think the live streaming it's just. Could you imagine a channel, like a Casey Neistat channel? Imagine a Casey Neistat channel with 9 million people, young people, and then and something happened that he got deleted off of YouTube. Could you imagine? There's like 9 million of them. Do you think one of them might not be right upstairs that could snap after he got connected? You know, it's like it's nitroglycerin is what it is. You know. Anyways, I'm going to get my head around this, and I got to think of a plan of attack. Okay, and we'll see if we can get something happening here. All right, and I really, really appreciate your help. I'm really, I can't thank you enough for your support on this, and and I truly care for all of you, and you're a big part of my life, a big part, and it would just be a major shock to lose you. It would. So I'm treating every stream like the last stream because you never know. Because technically I'm in violation right now of the terms of service having this channel. So don't forget, go to Facebook. Follow me on Facebook. Friend me on Facebook. Actually, it's even better. Friend me on Facebook, okay? Because if you follow the YouTube, the Facebook channel, you won't always get notification. But if you friend me, you always will. If I post something on my main stream, and I don't post next to anything on my Facebook uh, profile, I only post things that are important. So you're not going to get spammed if you follow me on my personal Facebook profile. So no, so follow me and friend me. It's more important to friend me on Facebook, okay? Because that way you'll absolutely, if I post something, you'll get it, okay? Just put the link there. Seriously, folks, become a friend of the duck guy, and that way you'll know if anything's going wrong. Because seriously, we could wake up and this channel will be terminated because I'm in violation of the terms of service of Google by having this channel because I've been blocked. So I've been terminated. All right, I'll talk to you later. Give me some time. I think it's gonna need another day or so. I gotta figure out how to do this. Have a great day. Have a great Sunday, and I'll talk to you later.